Digging for sparkles, the crater of Diamond State Park. Imagine walking into a field, pulling out a shovel, and, without a guard, a jeweler, or even a pirate in sight, you find a diamond. A real one. Not a fake crystal, not a shiny soda bottle cap, but an honest-to-goodness diamond. Welcome to Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas. The only place in the world where the public can dig for diamonds and actually keep them. Yes, keep them. No catch, no fine print. If you find it, you own it. Whether it's the size of a sprinkle on a cupcake or the size of a jawbreaker. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But this story is true. And it's one of the strangest, funniest, and most sparkly tourist attractions in America. A volcano with a sparkly afterlife. First, the science part. Don't worry, no exam at the end. Millions of years ago, a volcano in what is now southwestern Arkansas burped up magma from deep inside the earth. That magma carried diamonds along for the ride, like popcorn kernels hidden in caramel. When the volcano collapsed, it left behind a crater filled with volcanic soil. Fast forward through a few ice ages, dinosaurs, and probably a couple of cavemen tripping over rocks, and voila, you get a 37-acre diamond field. Today, that patch of ground is Crater of Diamond State Park. A place where regular folks, like me, you, or your Aunt Mildred, can walk in, rent a shovel and a sifting screen, and try their luck. The rules: finders keepers. The park has one main rule: finders keepers. That's it. The staff won't seize your gem, and they won't ask for a royalty. This means a tourist in cargo shorts and flip-flops could, in theory, walk out richer than the owner of a jewelry store. Of course, most people find nothing more than blisters, sunburn, and mud in their shoes. But hey, that's part of the fun. It's like fishing. Even if you don't catch anything, you still get a story to tell. Plus dirt under your fingernails to prove you tried. How to hunt for diamonds. At Crater of Diamonds, there are two main ways to chase fortune. 1. Surface searching. This is the easiest and laziest method. You simply walk the plowed field and scan the dirt for shiny stones. After a good rain, diamonds sometimes get washed to the surface, sparkling like little drops of sunlight. It's basically treasure hunting without bending your knees. Unless you spot something, of course. 2. Wet sifting. By far the most popular and productive method. You dig buckets of soil, haul them to the wash pavilions, covered areas with long troughs and running water, and start washing. Using screens, you rinse away the lighter dirt and mud until only the heavy stuff remains. Rocks, minerals, and, if you're lucky, a diamond. It's messy, it's splashy, and it makes you feel like a cross between a gold prospector and a kid making mud pies. Either way, the thrill is the same. Every pebble you pick up might be worthless or priceless. Wash pavilions, the treasure laundromat. The wash pavilions deserve their own spotlight. Imagine rows of covered stations, each with troughs of flowing water, where visitors hunch over like medieval alchemists, swishing dirt through screens. This is the heart of the action. It's part science lab, part laundromat, and part comedy show. Families splash each other, serious hunters squint at every grain of gravel, and small children inevitably pour a bucket of mud directly into their shoes. If diamonds had a sense of humor, they'd hide just until you decided to give up. The legendary finds. Over the years, Crater of Diamonds has coughed up some serious treasures. The Uncle Sam Diamond 1924 weighing in at 40.23 carats. This is the biggest diamond ever found in the United States. That's not a gem. That's practically a paperweight. The Strawn-Wagner Diamond 1990. A farmer's wife found a stone that turned out to be one of the world's most perfect diamonds. Jewelers called it flawless, which is basically the diamond version of straight A's. Everyday treasures. On average, visitors still find hundreds of diamonds each year. most about the size of a match head. They're usually white, brown, or yellow. Small, yes, but still real diamonds. And still enough to make you brag on social media for the next decade. Practical info. What it costs to play in the dirt. So, how much does it cost to live your dream of becoming a diamond tycoon for a day? Surprisingly little. Entrance fee. Around $13 for adults, less for kids. That's cheaper than a movie ticket in some cities. Equipment rentals. Don't own a shovel or sifting screen? No problem. You can rent them for just a few bucks each. Or, if you're thrifty, you can bring your own garden tools. Though I wouldn't recommend stealing your mom's colander. Hours of operation. The park is generally open year-round, though hours change with the seasons. Translation. Check before you go, unless you enjoy explaining to your kids why you drove 6 hours to stare at a locked gate. All told, a day of diamond hunting costs less than dinner at a chain restaurant. And has way more dirt involved. Beyond the diamond field. The park isn't just a giant sandbox. There are plenty of other things to do when your back gives out. Diamond Discovery Center. Staff here identify your finds for free. You bring in your shiny pebble, and they tell you whether it's quartz, jasper, or the diamond of your dreams. Visitor Center and Exhibits. Learn about the geology, history, and famous finds of the park. Basically, the museum part of the adventure. Walking trails and picnic sites. For when you need a break from pretending to be a prospector. Gift shop. Because nothing says I went diamond hunting like buying a t-shirt that says exactly that. The people watching is priceless. Even if you don't find a diamond, the park is a comedy show in itself. You'll see every type of person out there. The treasure hunter, armed with gadgets, headlamps, and a belt that looks like Batman's utility kit. The dreamer, dressed in Sunday best, hoping the diamond will politely roll into their lap. The family crew, kids throwing dirt at each other, while parents pretend they're educating them about geology. The accidental tourist, the one who thought Crater of Diamonds was a scenic lookout, then suddenly finds themselves knee-deep in mud. Each person secretly believes they'll be the lucky one. And honestly, someone always is. Lessons from the dirt. What can we learn from Crater of Diamonds? A few things. 1. Fortune favors the patient. Diamonds don't exactly leap into your pocket. It takes work, sweat, and lots of squinting. 2. Hope is sparkly. Every person digging is powered by the belief that today could be the day. That kind of hope is rare and free. 3. Life needs some dirt. We live in a world of screens, apps, and Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's good to put your hands in the soil and remember where things really come from. 4. The journey is the treasure. Even if you don't find a diamond, you'll find laughter, stories, and probably a funny picture of yourself covered in mud. The sparkle at the end. Crater of Diamond State Park is more than just a place to hunt for gems. It's a reminder that adventure doesn't have to be expensive or far away. Sometimes, all you need is a patch of dirt, a little hope, and the courage to get messy. Who knows? You might find nothing but a tan line and sore muscles. Or you might uncover the next legendary diamond. Either way, you'll walk away with a story worth telling. And let's be honest, not every vacation lets you say, I went to Arkansas and came back with a diamond. Now that's a souvenir worth bragging about.
It's time to study new words in context. 1. Jawbreaker. Definition. A jawbreaker is a very large, hard piece of candy that is difficult to bite or chew. It can also be used figuratively to describe something very large or hard to manage. Example. The diamond was so huge it looked like a jawbreaker from a candy shop. 2. Burped up. Definition. To burp up means to push something out suddenly and noisily, almost like a burp from your stomach. In writing, it is often used humorously to describe a volcano or machine releasing something unexpectedly. Example. The volcano burped up lava and rocks. scattering them across the landscape. 3. Cargo shorts. Definition: cargo shorts are knee-length shorts with large pockets on the sides. Originally designed for carrying tools or equipment, they are now often worn casually. Example: he wore his old cargo shorts, stuffing the side pockets with snacks for the trip. 4. Flip-flops. Definition: flip-flops are simple, flat sandals, held on the foot by a Y-shaped strap that goes between the big toe and the second toe. Example: she slipped on her flip-flops before heading to the beach. 5. Swishing. Definition: swishing means moving something back and forth quickly with a soft, brushing sound, often through water or air. Example: the children were swishing their hands through the water to chase the tiny fish. 6. Squint at. Definition: to squint at something means to look at it with your eyes partly closed, usually because it is bright, small, or hard to see clearly. Example: he had to squint at the screen to read the tiny letters. 7. Coughed up. Definition: to cough up means to force something out with effort, like a cough, forcing air out of the throat. Figuratively, it means to produce something suddenly, often with difficulty. Example: the old engine coughed up smoke before finally starting. 8. Colander. Definition: a colander is a bowl-shaped kitchen tool with many small holes, used for draining water from foods such as pasta or vegetables. Example: she poured the spaghetti into a colander to drain the boiling water. 9. When your back gives out. Definition: this phrase means when your back muscles suddenly stop working due to weakness, strain, or pain, making it hard to stand or move. Example: he kept lifting heavy boxes until his back gave out, and he had to lie down. 10. A scenic lookout. Definition: a scenic lookout is a special spot, often on a hill or along a road, where people can stop and enjoy a wide or beautiful view. Example: we pulled over at a scenic lookout to take photos of the mountains at sunset.
Comprehension questions. 1. Where is Crater of Diamond State Park located? Answer: in southwestern Arkansas, USA. 2. Why are there diamonds in this park? Answer: millions of years ago, a volcano erupted, bringing diamonds up from deep inside the earth. When it collapsed, it left behind volcanic soil filled with diamonds. 3. What is the park's most famous rule? Answer: finders keepers. Anyone who finds a diamond gets to keep it. 4. What are the two main methods of diamond hunting described in the article? Answer: surface searching, walking the plowed field, and looking for diamonds on the surface, especially after rain. Wet sifting, digging soil, washing it in water troughs at the wash pavilions, and separating heavier rocks and possibly diamonds from lighter dirt. 5. What are wash pavilions, and why are they important? Answer: they are covered areas with running water and long troughs, where visitors rinse soil through screens. They make wet sifting easier and more productive. 6. How much does it generally cost an adult to enter the park? Answer: around $13 for adults with lower fees for kids. 7. Besides admission, what other small costs might visitors expect? Answer: renting tools like shovels and sifting screens, which cost just a few dollars each. 8. What is the biggest diamond ever found at the park, and when was it discovered? Answer: the Uncle Sam Diamond, a 40.23-carat diamond found in 1924. 9. What is the Strawn-Wagner Diamond, and why is it famous? Answer: it's a diamond found in 1990 by a farmer's wife. Jewelers judged it to be flawless, making it one of the most perfect diamonds in the world. 10. What colors of diamonds are commonly found in the park? Answer: white, brown, and yellow. 11. How big are most diamonds that visitors find? Answer: about the size of a match head. 12. What services does the Diamond Discovery Center provide? Answer: staff will identify stones for free and tell visitors whether they've found quartz, jasper, or a real diamond. 13. What other attractions does the park offer besides diamond hunting? Answer: walking trails, picnic areas, a visitor center with exhibits, and a gift shop. 14. What lesson does the article suggest about hope and patience? Answer: that diamond hunting teaches patience and optimism, since every scoop of dirt might hold something valuable, even if most don't. 15. What humorous comparison does the article make about the experience of wet sifting? Answer: it compares visitors to a cross between a gold prospector and a kid making mud pies.